Hello, beautiful people. My name is Kristen. Thank you for stopping by my channel to see what I am looking at in the month of April. I cannot believe that it's almost April. I mean, March is supposed to be a longer month and it just felt like it flew by to me. But I do look forward to reviewing the books that I read in the month of March, so stay tuned for that shortly. It is actually a couple days left in the month of March, and I will be beginning later today, actually, Brandon Sanderson's The Bands of Mourning. This is the third in a 4-book series, which is the second era in the Mistborn Cosmere world of metal magic system. And this is kind of the Wild Wild West kind of thematic series that he has. So I look really forward to diving into that later today. So we will finish it though into April. For my nonfiction up for this month is The Parable of the Peanuts. This is by Robert Short, talking about Charles Schulz's great classic comic strip that ran for years and years and just had beautiful messages. He was just really ahead of his time as far as acting, towards reconciliation and social justice issues and all those kind of great stuff with great humor and just a lot of poignancy. So I look forward to reading that and finding out some new trivia that I didn't know about. For my classic, I'm a little nervous, y'all. Virginia Woolf, Mrs. Dalloway. This is the story that is kind of like what I know of it is like a stream of consciousness of one full day of, what's the lady's first name? Clarissa Dalloway. So Clarissa Dalloway, we are going to follow her day, and I look forward to this, but I find Virginia Woolf's writing a little challenging and really takes me time to read it slowly and process it. So it's not a huge book, but it will take me a while to get through that one. Then for my fiction book that was chosen by you, my viewers, I'm actually going to be buddy reading it with Jennifer Brooks. She's one of my regular subscribers, and she's talked about starting a channel, but she hasn't quite done it yet. But we will be reading Ruth Ware, The Death of Mrs. Westaway. So another woman, but I think this is a more thriller suspense mystery. So I've read, I think, 2 Ruth Wares, and I'm okay. I find them very solid, but not outstanding. So I'm looking for one that's just like the creme de la creme, awesome Ruth Ware. So I'm hoping this is the one. I will also be doing a second buddy read with my good friend Michelle at Books Cause Insomnia. We are going to be reading Dune Messiah. This is a classic and the second in the Dune series. So we both thoroughly enjoyed the first book, which I had been intimidated by and put off for a long time. It is kind of, set in a galaxy far, far away kind of situation. And the sci-fi and that kind of, and the long-term classic kind of made me nervous about it, but it was so good. 5 star. So I totally look forward to revisiting this world, this planet of Dune that is filled with deserts and sandworms and all that kind of good stuff. And the last book that I will for sure absolutely get to in the month of April is going to be Fight Night by Miriam Toews. So this is a story that has gotten a lot of accolades on BookTube, and I've been wanting to get to it, and it has been sitting on my shelf being neglected, and I'm just like, this is bumped up to priority reading. It's a story of grandmother and granddaughter just being philosophical. I'm not sure what the big issue centered around is, but I look forward to it. I've heard such good things about it from so many people. So that one I am definitely going to get to. Now there's, I think, 4 more that I'm calling my probabilities. They're most likely going to get read this month, but if a buddy read or group read or something else comes up, these would be the first to go. I have my kind of second nonfiction choice. This is a Kathleen Norris, The Cloister Walk, and I loved her book, Dakota. And this one is kind of a memoir of her going to an abbey to kind of be a spiritual direction. What do you like, a pilgrimage, like one of those vows of silence retreats, that kind of thing, which I've never done. Some of my family members have done that, but I look forward to this because I just find her writing very beautiful and inspirational and spiritual. So next on the probabilities, I have no dust cover, but a very old copy of A Wrinkle in Time. This would be a reread for me, but I have not read it since I was literally in elementary school. So I look forward to rereading this as an adult. This was a fiction book that was chosen by you, my viewers. So if I don't get to those 2 books in April, have no fear. They will be read sometime in 2023, guaranteed, but they might get read in April. Then my last 2 are history books because I've just been feeling in a history kind of mood. Does anybody else do that? You get like in one of those moods where like you really feel like a particular genre, and I just feel like I've kind of been craving some more history. And so my friend Michelle sent me a couple of books for Christmas or birthday, or it was a combo because mine are close together. But this is autobiography of Benjamin Franklin. So a lot of his own words about things that were important to him, and that part, of course, of American history, as well as more recent American history. This is The Broken Road, Peggy Wallace Kennedy. So this is George Wallace's daughter. And so looking at the reconciliation and the racial tensions and those kind of issues, and just growing up with a father who was very much into the political realm, and what did that mean, and how did you navigate that? So I look really forward to picking those up probably in April, but we'll see. So if any of these are ones that you have read, let me know so I can get even more excited about them. Or if you're kind of thinking about reading them, let me know that too. I'm super excited and look forward to seeing you again soon. Take care, y'all. Happy reading.